welcome to Nation Wars 3. It's day 3 of the action as we're getting closer and closer to the top 8. And today is a very, very special day.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is, because France is playing today.
And everyone's very excited. There's,
Yes.
there's this little buzz going around the studios where there's baguettes absolutely everywhere. There's French flags everywhere. And funny enough, there's a bunch of French people too.
Which there is every time, but today we're particularly excited because France is playing and they're going to take first place.
Are they though? That's the big question.
Well, of course you doubt. You're from UK and you guys didn't do so well.
Well,
but
you know, yeah, you always have to bring that up, don't you?
Yes.
That's like the thing you resort to.
Now that UK is out, who are you cheering for? I know that in the World Cup you cheered for Germany because you live there. You even wore the German jersey. Now answer very carefully and think.
Well, clearly, obviously, there's got to be a little bit of bias towards France, but because it was New Zealand that knocked us out, I think there has to be some relationship there,
right? Are
right?
you transferring your hype for UK towards...
Yeah, you know, Petraeus is one of us. So,
he has
Petraeus,
double nationality, actually.
Yeah, he is. He is pretty much one of us. So I think that's where my allegiance will be, but they don't play for a while yet. But
that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, that is the worst answer possible. You should have said just France.
You made me explain for a few minutes and then just say it's wrong answer anyway.
It's all about France, mate.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
I guess it is, right? Today
for us, no,
it's a big day.
Of course, it's going to be a great day with lots of good games, starting with these two countries here, Poland and Sweden in our first match, and then France takes on Australia.
Yeah. It's a good day, and lots of awesome StarCraft action coming your way. Before we start talking about the games at hand, we do want to bring out the good old video of how to explain the format of Nation Wars 3 with myself, Funker, and Todd.
Hello everybody, we're your English broadcast team for Nation Wars 3. My name is Apollo, and joining me on this couch is Todd.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here, Apollo. Funka will be joining us as well later on to cast in English, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to casting with Funka a little bit later on, but let's talk a little bit about the format of Nation Wars 3. It's a 16-country tournament. Every single game is best of 7 until we get to the grand finals, which then will become a best of 9. And some of you should know this because you voted in. The players that represent their countries were through public voting, and we have 3 players to represent each country, as well as a single substitute if one of them cannot make it. So we have 16 countries spread across 4 groups, 4 countries in each group, with the top 2 advancing to the quarterfinals, which then becomes a single elimination bracket as we look for the top 4.
And the top 4 will actually be played here in Paris at a very prestigious venue to be announced later this Sunday.
Groups A and Group B will be then played in December, on December the 3rd through to December the 6th. And then Group C and Group D will be on the 10th through to the 13th of December before we head into the new year.
And what better way to start the year than with a bang with some StarCraft 2 on the 2nd and 3rd of January. That's when the round of 8 will be taking place. That will still be online. And then on the 13th, that's when the live action here in Paris will begin.
And that's where the fun really happens at the live venue, because Nation Wars 1 and Nation Wars 2 were absolutely fantastic, and we're very excited to be a part of this. Nation Wars has something special to hold within the StarCraft community. I know all of you watching this enjoy it, and we're very excited to be a part of it.
It's a very unique tournament, which I really wonder why it took so long for somebody to finally do it. So I'm really happy that O-Gaming stepped up, and it's one of my favorite tournaments, I have to admit. So I'm really looking forward to those games and to seeing which country is the best.
All right, it's time to find out which nation is the best in StarCraft 2.
GG!
GG!
That's that moment's gonna live forever with us. That one, I think. You popping out the couch, you spending an entire, because that video, even though it's like a minute, 2 minutes long, it took about 2 hours to build, to make.
You know what?
To record.
If we could do it again, I would do it again, because I don't want these close-ups to not be there and my posture to be better.
Yeah, you don't like your posture? I thought the close-ups are great.
Yeah.
Why do you laugh every time they come up?
Yeah, I laugh every time they come up. My mic's not on, but if it was, you'd hear me laugh every single time it comes up. We had a great day yesterday of StarCraft action, and we do want to remind you, if you didn't see what you missed yesterday.
I expected Norway to win pretty decisively. I predicted a 4-1.
Du coup, je m'attendais à une rencontre en faveur de la Norvège assez facilement avec un snot dominant.
The strategies were crazy, which is kind of what we expected, but you never know what kind of crazy.
Et surtout Nice, le jeune capitaine de Taïwan qui a sorti son épingle du jeu, qui a pris 2 maps, une contre Targa et une contre Snot.
So it was pretty weird, and I can imagine for if you're Targa, you ends up losing like 40 drones against a bunch of oracles, and it's pretty freaking annoying. But in the end, Norway won, so I'm sure that they're happy.
Tremblement de terre sur la planète StarCraft. La Chine a des bons joueurs. Personne n'était au courant.
Je m'attendais à un match serré, mais où China allait gagner.
It wasn't close at all. China aced, and Maxed was basically unstoppable. He all killed on his own and massacred the defending champion Norway.
On était là, mais comment? Mais est-ce que c'est comme à LoL? Est-ce qu'ils ont acheté des Coréens? Et en fait, non, c'était des vrais joueurs chinois qui jouaient avec le skill à la chinoise.
C'était vraiment, honnêtement, Peggy 18, il n'y avait pas photo, quoi.
Tomorrow, I expect some close matches, this time for real.
On va avoir du très beau niveau, j'espère qu'ils seront au top. Et j'attends de voir la France au top et massacrer tout le monde.
From the first group, the Ukraine and China advanced through with the reigning 2-time NationWars champions Norway going out, unfortunately, in group stages. And here is that group again, and as we see and look at the results, a 4-0 as well to kick out the reigning champions.
Yeah, and that's a 4-0 that has been administrated by Maxed, not even Shigua. Like, Shigua didn't even have to play against Norway. That shows how the Chinese roster is actually bigger than expected, like deeper than expected. And Maxed on form, Shigua on form, makes it for a really dangerous team. Ukraine won in the end pretty decisively, even though it was kind of hard against China, but in general, like first place, I think it's well deserved.
Yeah.
But the Chinese performance was so impressive.
I think what stands out with Ukraine and China, Todd, as well, is that Ukraine clearly very dependent on Bly, but China was able to use all 3 of their players really well.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of depth to their lineup, and I think they're in this tournament and they can do some serious damage in it. Whoever they meet, I feel in the quarterfinals, they will have a pretty good chance at winning. Okay, maybe not against Korea, but against everybody else, they look very strong.
And that leads us kind of into today's group, which is Group B, which everyone's excited for because France are playing Funker. I know I was hyped when the UK played, but the French now are having a shot. They go up against Australia in our second match of the evening, but our first one is going to be Sweden versus Poland. And to be honest, this is a very tight group with 4 awesome nations.
Really stacked group. I mean, obviously all our eyes here at the gaming are turned to France's performance, and it's gonna show in the cast probably a little bit. But still, Australia showed that they weren't there just to, you know, to do some side acting like, we're gonna play, but we have no intention of going far. That's not the case. I think they've got some really decent players. And then Sweden against Poland might be one of the hardest second games of each group that we have. Sweden and Poland historically have always been really great nations in StarCraft 2. Sweden is not as good as they were before, but Poland, with a nice mixture of like experienced players, they're all pretty young, but still experienced player, maybe except Elaser, but Mana, Nurture, really great experienced player, and they play amazingly well on Legacy of the Void beta. And then Sweden, historically really great nation. I think it's a really amazing first match.
Yeah, I think if you had to combine the earnings of like all of these players from both Sweden and Poland, it'd be pretty high. Maybe not as high as France, but definitely higher than Australia. So if it gives us any indication on how successful these players from these teams have been in the past, it's definitely a good one here with a lot of experienced players that have been around for a long time, and that's a sick shirt.
Yeah, you like it? I did it on purpose.
Oh my God! Look,
I did it on purpose.
You got a hole.
I did it on purpose.
Yes. I could like go through to the screen behind.
Yeah, we can see the planet on the background. Look at this.
Wow, that's
amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, see?
You actually aren't a real person.
I'm just a machine,
that's really funny.
Machine built to observe. That's the only thing I can do.
That's awesome, man. Let's take a closer look at the teams then that we have to start off the first match of the day. You've already talked a little bit about them, Team Poland and Team Sweden. Great players on both sides, and you have to be looking at the Polish team to dominate today overall.
At the same time, I feel like Sweden cannot be underestimated, but yeah, if you look at this team here, especially at these eyes of Mana,
oh my God,
staring right at you like a painting, it's they're pretty scary. Like Nurture, Mana, historically, again, they've been around for a long time. Elaser in the last WCS season impressed a lot. He won his initial series. I think it was round of 16 against Hydra. Not too many people can brag to having done something of this scale.
Yeah. Looking at this, I feel like if there was a way to play fantasy StarCraft and you could, you have a set amount of points to pick players, this seems like the perfect team that, Lays would come in a little bit lower points but has super high potential. This is like the dream team of points if you were to play fantasy Star. Because I think this team is a great team.
Yeah, you've got Mana that has been doing amazingly well. It shows on his WCX points and the finals that he made on WCS Season 3 last year. Well, this year. Nurture is like...
He's ranked 1 on ladder, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, he was yesterday or before yesterday when I looked.
That is really frightening.
Really well.
And you've got Nurture that has been really good historically in the past, but has been like on the rise again. So he's not that expensive yet, but it's still really good. And then Laser, as you said, like he's one of the best rookies in Europe.
Yeah,
17-year-old, did really good last year, this year in WCS, and actually stated after he lost to who was it? The Protoss player, the American Protoss player.
Puck.
No. In the round of 32, remember? It wasn't supposed to be a round of 16. You remember?
Oh yeah,
Hitman. When he lost to Hitman. The first thing that he tweeted afterwards is like, "I can't wait for Legacy of the Void to put all of those Protosses to retirement." That's what he said. Literally, that was the tweet that he wrote just after losing to a 3 gates 1 base.
That's pretty salty.
That was really salty. The amount of salt was pretty high. But as you said, it's a really great mixture of rookies and players that have been dominating this year and player on the rise. I love the Polish lineup for NationWars.
It's a great team, and they're going up against Sweden today. Sweden, I don't think, is as strong, but it's definitely still very capable to advance from today.
At DreamHack, actually, Nurture finished pretty high, right? Top 6.
Yeah.
So that's, there was a lot of good players there, and the first Swedish player, I think, that were the highest finishing was Sort of.
Who comes into play today.
Yeah.
Because Zanster, unfortunately, isn't able to play today.
So Mini Razor, Sort of, and Moro, 2 Zergs, 1 Terran here to try and represent Sweden. They've done very well in avoiding the weaker race Protoss in their lineup, Kappa HD.
Well, Moro actually changed race to be Protoss.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing with that guy. We've seen him play Terran, we've seen him play Zerg, we've seen him go back to Terran, and now he's Protoss. I think he got killed by too many adepts on the beta.
It's weird. Like, Moro, he might have switched to Protoss, but in my mind, like, he'd always be like a Zerg and Terran, because that's what he's been playing for the majority of his career. But yeah, there is a big question mark on how well can Moro do here, having changed race and being able to do decently well. I think he just made it into Grandmaster very recently again, so the struggle was real. But yeah, it will be interesting for sure. There is some high expectations on Sweden. One of the strongest by far in terms of history with StarCraft and being one of the best countries in StarCraft. For a long time, they were considered second best after Korea. With guys like Naniwa leading the pack, Thorzane, Sase, and all these players.
It's a great day. Just all teams. I mean, we'll look at the French team and the Australian team a little bit later on today. Very excited for all the action. It is, as mentioned, going to be Sweden versus Poland to open things up. And in a couple of moments, we are going to go over to the couch or the setup area to get a couple of interviews, including a special one. And magic happens at O Gaming every single day, Funker.
Every minute.
And we've got a magic trick for you right now. We are going to turn Todd into Patrick Drogo just like that.
Look at that.
Welcome.
Look at that. How did you do this?
I don't know.
Magic tricks.
So good.
Magic.
So good. We put on a graphic and then somebody changed. Like, so great.
Welcome to the Casson. You had a fun day yesterday, Casson. I saw your tweet as well. You enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. But today, this is going to be even better.
You're hyped up. You're feeling the French.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah, the vibe
baguette
going
is
around.
rising.
The baguette is rising.
It is, indeed.
Lots of fun. I think we are almost ready. Just before we go over to the seating area, I do want to ask you what your thoughts on today's group is. So, of course, we've got these two nations in front of us, Sweden and Poland, but also Australia and France. Try your best to put the bias on the back seat for now. But how do you look at how this group plays out?
How long do I have to explain myself?
You can have 37 seconds.
Okay.
Maybe 45 if I'm nice.
I'm going to try to sum it up quickly. Head says Poland. Heart says France.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And does your head say France second place then?
We still have 30 seconds to go. So
Okay. You summed it up too much.
You summed it up too fast.
Yeah,
you don't think Sweden or Australia can compete today with these guys?
No.
Okay.
Man, I'm really bad at this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
He's a straight shooter.
A question then. How would you say that the switch between Zenster and Sort will help or be bad for
it's
Sweden?
It's definitely gonna help.
Yeah.
It's gonna help Sweden?
Oh no, I don't.
No,
mean
it's gonna help us.
No, I mean it's gonna help. It's gonna help Sweden. I don't mean that Sort is like better than Zenster or the vice versa. I think like they're both around the same skill level. Yeah. But right now Zenster is traveling so much. He was to DreamHack, now he's in Korea. Like his condition is not good at all. So I think he'll look at that and was like, my condition is not good, Sort is playing a lot, so I'm gonna let Sort play instead of me. Yeah,
and for some of you guys at home, every nation has 3 straight up first players, and then they have a 4th substitute which they can bring in, and Sort was that guy. So let's head over now to the seating area. We do have a special interview to start up, and then of course we'll be getting ready to talk to the team captains.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm here with Roddy and Moment. Nice hat, mate.
Thank you very much, dude.
It just looks so American because it's a cowboy hat, but at the same time it's a French flag. So
he needs my boots, and then he would be truly rocking. And then we get him a nice belt with an American flag,
with an eagle.
Yeah, or a gun,
a cock, because like France, you know, and yeah.
Okay, a cock.
Cocorico.
Ah, okay.
What were you thinking of? Anyway, we're going to have the interview in a moment, but I want to ask you guys first, what do you think of today's matches, in particular the first match that we're going to have Sweden against Poland?
I think this is going to be a very fun one. I am a little bit sad that Zenster is not playing today because I think Zenster is the best player in Sweden at the moment, but it should be a really good match. I think Poland is the favorite in this group, actually. Like, I'm not going to say it too loud because everybody's going to kill me over here, but Nercho and Mana are so incredibly good right now. But if Lilbao and Marino play at their absolute best, and you know, if Stefano has been laying it on the low lately with the partying and actually been grinding some ladder, then I guess he's going to do well too. So it's close, but I think France and Poland are the 2 favorites.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, Poland and France, but they need to be careful because I know France, they don't like their player, but I think they can do it. So I hope France first and Poland second.
All right, not biased at all.
And you?
Yeah, I mean, France first, and then maybe Pig second would be nice. Would be funny. Especially since they meet a lot of growling would happen. Pig would get real dirty with us in the interviews. Maybe he's finally going to sound like a human being as well, hopefully on Skype.
I want to talk with Piggy. That would be amazing.
So I believe first we're going to be talking with Emil from Poland, the Polish caster that has been casting for quite a while here, for 5 years. How are you doing, Emil?
I'm fine. Hi, hello.
I believe it's been 5 years that you've been casting StarCraft, and today we're celebrating that, and Mana is joining us as well. So congratulations, first of all, on this. It's great to have people as passionate as you in the community. Do you have anything to say to the viewers?
Well, the viewers, well, thank you everyone for the supporting, even the Polish stream, the French stream, all the streams. You know, people that are watching StarCraft right now, they are the first that are making me stay in the scene, you know? I know it's worth it because, come on, it's been 5 years. It's been a lot of fun. If it wasn't for the community, I wouldn't stay so long.
Okay, Mana, anything you want to say to Emil with this celebration today?
Yeah, I think, as you said, Todd, it's great to have passionate people as Emil. It's been 5 years of his streaming, and every time there's a stream or there's a tournament, Emil is always there. So I think it's always nice that people can tune in for a Polish caster every now and then. So congratulations, Emil.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, man. We're expecting you to continue for 5 more years, and maybe even more.
I hope so.
Poland will be playing in this Group B here in the round of 16. Do you have anything to say to them, Emil?
Well, I know that we're going to win. It's going to be first place for us. It's going to be a quick 4-0, and probably it's going to be some problems with France, but I do believe that Nercho, Mana, and Elazar will be able to win all those games.
I know it's a happy time for you, and it's a celebration, but sorry, like Poland will take second at best.
Yeah. No.
All right, thank you, Emil. Good luck with the casting.
Thank you.
And
thanks, guys. Thanks for all the work you do with the NationWars.
Thank you very much. We will continue. Yeah, pretty cool to see somebody casting for this long StarCraft. It's been a while as well. You've been casting as well, Kev, right?
Yeah.
How long?
I mean, pretty much since I think Home Story Cup 1 was even in the beta, right? I think it was either beta or post-release. That's the first tournament I ever did, so it was definitely 2010. So.
And before that,
I didn't get an anniversary though. Todd, like, where are my bonbons? Like a rose or anything?
You know, we bought macarons, right? So and some baguettes. So even though Apollo paid for them, I'll give you these for your anniversary. Happy belated anniversary, whatever year it is that you've been casting for.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you. I'm also glad that you've been with the Heroes of the Storm community as long as you have.
Jesus.
I think
you know what? You're getting nothing. Then shut up. All right, we've got the captains here from Sweden and Poland. It's going to be Moro and Mana. How are you feeling, guys?
Moro, I already talked. You can start.
Oh, okay. So it's my turn now. It's pretty awkward sitting here in the call, not being allowed to say anything.
Let Moro speak.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. A little bit tired though, but very excited to play NationWars.
How's the sleep schedule, Moro?
You sound excited, yeah.
When did you wake up this morning, Stefan? Oh, when I woke up at 9 a.m., so I'm pretty proud of myself. Since before that, I've been waking up like 10 p.m. for the past few weeks. Forgot about time, forgot about everything. So I'm back now, so it feels good.
Yeah, you're one of the biggest race switchers in the game, so I always wanted to ask you this. How do you do it?
Oh, well, it's like, how do you not do it? It's just so fun. Every time you switch race, it's like you start over. You get like the new game experience again with StarCraft 2. That's the most fun part is just learning the game and seeing yourself get better. And there's no better way to do that.
So
switch race.
It has nothing to do with the fact that you might think one race is better than the other?
No, it has nothing to do with balance, since most of the time I've actually changed when the race has been doing especially poorly. So it doesn't have to do with that. They will always fix the balance in the end. So
I got one question, Moro. Why did you pick Protoss for Legacy of the Void?
I picked Protoss because they did like so many nice changes for it, like the warp gate change, the force field and the chrono boost. Like there was so many things changed about Protoss that I think the race just plays out in such a great way now. And Terran just like feels a bit similar to Harvest War and Wings of Liberty. It's still just like the Bioshock, whereas Protoss is like completely new. So that's just super exciting to me.
Before we're getting into the games, are you a little bit worried to already play Protoss on a stage like this? Like, you're very experienced, but your Protoss hasn't really played on very important games yet. Do you think it's ready?
I wouldn't really say that it's ready yet. Like I probably don't have as much skill as other players here, but I am quite excited to like see for myself how well I'm doing, because you can't really judge your skill from ladder games. So being able to play some tournament games is very nice to know where you're at. So it's gonna be fun.
Mana, you're freaking me out, mate.
I think you broke Mana.
He's not frozen, is he? No,
you never know with Mana. That's the thing. Like, this could be Skype or it could just be Mana having fun
it's
with
actually
us.
really hard to do. Like, your eyes will tear up if you try to do this. Anyway,
Mana, it's really hard.
How are you feeling about this matchup here against Sweden? Have you guys been practicing hard? Do you guys?
I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're ready. We'll do our best. I think our team is very, very strong. Probably even the strongest out of all the countries, if we count off the career lineup, because it's to be determined. But yeah, we'll do well.
Okay, before we get into revealing the first players that are going to be coming out here, I want the usual, a score prediction and then some words to your opponent. Mana, go first.
I think it's going to be 4-1 in favor of Poland. There will be one slip up from one of our players, and words to our opponent. Please, just do better in the loser bracket than you're going to do in this match.
Ooh.
Such confidence. I like it.
Moro, score prediction and words to your opponent?
Yeah, we're probably going to get ruffles stumped. No, I'm just kidding. It's Legacy is a new game. Like, these guys are the favorites, obviously, but anything can happen in a match like this, and at least I feel ready to play, so we'll see.
Okay, for the third time, score prediction.
Score prediction, man. It's the numbers on it. Okay, I think we will win 4-3.
All right.
Okay.
Predicting a close game, guys? Any questions?
We're good, man. I want to see some StarCraft. Good luck, everybody.
All right. It's time to announce your players that are gonna, or the player that's gonna be coming out first, Moro.
Okay, we're sending out Mid Racer first.
Mana?
It's going to be Elaser first.
Okay.
Another ZVZ. We haven't almost seen a...
There's going to be a lot of ZVZs today as well, with France 2 having Zerg, Australia having 2 Zergs. It's going to be a ZVZ festival.
All right, captains, I give you an opportunity to say some last words before we get started here with the games. Moro?
I don't know. Good luck, Team Poland. May the best nation win.
Mana?
Yeah, good luck to you as well. And thank you guys so much for making NationWars free. I think it's going to be an amazing time. And so far it's been great. Let's continue that work.
All right. Thanks, you guys, and good luck.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Interesting first match. Elaser against Mini Razor. That's not one that I expected, actually.
That's actually 2 nicknames that are going to be pretty hard to cast.
Yes. I'm glad I'm not doing the first series.
Moman, you're the resident Zerg. How do you feel about this matchup?
ZVZ, we saw so many times. I think the more aggressive will win. And I think Mini Razor.
You always think that. That's why you always...
Yeah, that's I won always on ZVZ. So no, but yeah, I think Mini Razor will win this first game. Yeah.
Why?
Because
you played him, you lost. He held you all in.
I don't lose versus no. Yeah, no. It's no. I play versus him, and I like how he plays. His brain aggressive, and he can switch when he wants. So yeah, I think he's gonna win this first map, and I think so.
I think Mini Race is a very good Zerg, especially I think in in the start of the year he really showed us that he can compete with the best players in Europe. But I think lately he hasn't been playing as much as he did before. And I think Elaser on the other end, the boy mentioned this as well. He's been very motivated to play Legacy of the Void. Haven't seen that much of him either yet post-release, like a little bit in the beta. But I think there's a good chance that Elaser has played way more than Mini Race. So if I would have to make a prediction, slight edge to Elaser. But I do believe in the skill of Mini.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
I think they're both pretty good. Like, let's not forget Elaser beat Hydra in WCS.
Yeah, I know.
That would be pretty hard to forget. But anyway, I think it's about time we got started here with the game. So let's go to our casters here for the first match. It's going to be Apollo, Funkadunka, MT Drogo.
Hype.
Thank you very much, boys. We're excited and we're hyped for this. But also, we do have interviews, more specific ones with every player. We did it on day one when we started, and we're going to continue through with all the teams and all the players. So first up, Mini Razor had some thoughts to say for NationWars 3.
I don't know. It's always fun to play with the other Swedish players, and I don't know. There's not a lot of team leagues right now either, so yeah, it's going to be fun. It should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, it would be even more fun if like the Netherlands made it as well. So me, Harsum, and Sandstrom could all hang out. That's always a lot of fun. I think it's Poland, probably. Nurture is really fucking good, so... Yeah, I've been playing more lately now since Legacy. It's a lot more fun. At the end of Heart of the Swarm, I didn't have a lot of passion to play, especially after they killed the Swarm host. No, not really. I would like to get to the offline part of WCS again. That's always fun. So, I guess that would be the goal. When we had Swarm hosts, I think that fit me more, but Heart of the Swarm and Wings without Swarm host, I think Legacy is better for me. No, thank you guys for cheering for me. Yeah, that's it. Thanks. I don't know, it's...
Mini Razor's such a funny guy.
It's like, yeah, I want Netherlands to qualify so I can hang out with my friends. Like, did you care about the game at all? No,
she's
like,
want to
hang out,
you know, representing Sweden is pretty cool, but just kind of want to hang out with my friends in France would be cool. Let's take a look now at Elaser and what he had to say about NationWars 3.
It's going to be different.
Well, there are two things that's very special about the tournament. First of all, I don't need to only rely on my skill. I have two very good players to back me up. And then there's also the that I can represent my own country, which is very, very special for me. I know there's a lot of Polish people wanting us to win, so we'll try our best. I would like to say first, but I'm not sure. I'm sure that we will get top 2 together with France. I think it would be to win BlizzCon, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. But for now, it's just to be the best non-Korea. And we'll say, like, if I'm gonna get to that level, then we'll see if I can. I hope you're going to cheer for me, even if we beat France. And yeah, just cheer for us. Well, there are two things that's very special.
These guys, I love it, love it, love it. Good interviews from both, and I think a very, straightforward, honest one from Alazer. He does have a great team. He's got great partners, and I think that's kind of the overlooking story of today's group is that Poland is looking really, really strong.
So deep, such a deep lineup in general. As he said, I think he put it the right way. I'm good, I'm gonna do well, but I've got really great players to back me up, and that's what's scary about Poland today.
Yeah, and that's kind of especially in team leagues and NationWars, is that you need that kind of depth in your team. You can't solely rely on one player, and that's probably, as good as the Ukraine are looking, might and probably will be their downfall eventually, as they can't keep relying on Bly. And Poland, great team, and so France has a good team as well. But focusing on this now, then, first game coming up, Alazer versus MiniRazer, who's brought in a resident Zerg expert here in Drogo. Some predictions on the matchup here as well. Moment's gone for 4-0 for Poland. So is Apollo.
Todd.
So
4-3 to Sweden? What the hell?
All right, Todd.
Todd, you gotta stop drinking, mate. it's not working.
Hipster Todd.
Yeah, hipster Todd, right there.
What's your pick? What's your score? You haven't got one, but you can tell us.
Actually, I think it's going to be 4-2 for Poland.
Okay.
4-2.
All right, it's time.
Sounds
Game
good.
1, boys.
Let's hop in.
Game 1 of day 3 of this week's StarCraft action at NationWars. Funker Dunker, do the honors.
All right. Top left on Prion Terraces is the Blue Zerg representing Sweden. It's MiniRazer.
Really good, man.
Do that again.
Do it again.
Should I do it again?
You should do it
again. It was amazing.
Okay. But I'm right. As the Zerg player, he's the new kid on the block for Poland, and he's Elazer in the red.
Who do you think is the strongest player between these two overall? Not just Zerg versus Zerg, but Protoss and Terran matchups. Do you think Elazer is?
Yeah, definitely Elazer. No question about it.
Okay, no question about it. Stupid question, Apollo, you idiot.
Well, MiniRazer was, I would say, a pretty good player at, late 2014, I would say. That was the moment maybe where he was the best. Maybe I'm a little bit wrong about the dates, but Elazer has been playing like a madman all through 2015, and he has the results to back them up. So to back that training up, and that's what makes Elazer a way better player at the moment compared to MiniRazer, I think.
These maps making Zerg vs Zerg so aggressive, and already we see MiniRazer with a pretty fast spawning pool and gas, and he's already on the side of the map. There is a 4-drone advantage for Elazer, so he is technically in better shape when he looks at that way, but is he going to be able to hold off in time the Baneling Nest and Banelings?
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to be able to hold this attack because this is a really safe opening from Elazer.
Yeah.
He's already making a spine crawler right now.
And he's not that far behind, really. He's only 5-10 seconds behind, so that's the buffer time he's really got. And with a spine and queen and a second one on its way, should be okay.
Yeah, he should be okay. I mean, he's matching every single strategy, every single building that MiniRazer is doing on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
But he's doing it on the back of 3 more drones and a spine crawler.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't screw it up, well, like maybe losing the queen for some reason or something like that, he should be fine.
Well, MiniRacer's going to keep pushing the issue. He's building nothing but Zerglings now, and he's not going to back off himself. He's going to hope he gets a mistake or a lucky Baneling hit here to try to get this opening up. Creep Tumor now is going to allow the Queens to easy access to this ramp without being off creep.
Good play. Baneling Nest just finished for Elazer, building his own Banelings, 3 of them actually. And we'll see if he can hold up. I'm pretty sure he can. We'll see. We'll see. 2 queens really well in position, and the spine crawler is not targeting Banelings actually. Oh, that is a bad move. That's a really bad move from Elazer. Only 3 drones in the red. And
he didn't lose any drones. Didn't lose any drones.
He got lucky on this one because he screwed up the target firing on the spine crawlers and the queens.
Yeah.
But then the micro was kind of decent, so not losing any drones on this one.
Yeah, good for him. And now he's going to just slowly start to move down and take his expansion. Likewise, MiniRacer's going to have to do the same. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
But as expected, Elazer has the tools necessary to defend, even though it wasn't the perfect of defenses. And now the game's going to move on to the next stage.
Yeah. Now Mini has to take the gold, right? I think we can see gold, we can see a drone on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to take it.
Yeah, he's going to take it. He doesn't have to, but he's going to take it.
I feel like that's the play to do. If your opponent is just on a defensive stance, as Elazer is, and you're kind of foreseeing that he's going to take a second base now that he held the first attack, then why not taking the gold?
The thing is as well, you have to be from a laser side. You better have seen that drone go down. Like I'm pretty sure he should have and would be expecting. Imagine if he's like, is he still on one base? Is he just piling up links? But he does have an Overlord in this position to have spotted it.
Considering the Queens are moving out to chase Overlord, I'm pretty sure he knows that there's going to be a second hatchery going down for Mini Razor.
Yeah.
Can't really say that he's going to cancel it with all these links, like only 8. That's pretty low. But the banelings are actually crossing the map. So.
Well, you think about this though, it's a little bit more difficult to defend out here. There's no creep, there's no spine crawler. Queens are off creep as well. So he's going to go for the aggression. And he takes down one of these Queens easily, and a laser is going to take
He's going to take the win.
He's going to take the win.
Really fast GG.
All right, okay.
Well.
GG.
Yeah. Okay.
GG.
Yeah, GG. GG.
Wow.
Well, you know, Mini Razor tried something. He knew he was, you know, worse than Laser.
But, I mean, bit of a weird end to the game. To be honest, right?
Yeah,
imagine if he'd taken, you know, the base on the normal second base. He's only a couple of drones behind. You can slowly get back into the game, surely.
Not if you feel like you're the worst player. And I'm pretty sure Mini Razor knows it.
So he was like, this attack or nothing, pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
that's how I see it.
Okay, well, that was a good start for Poland. 1-0 up, and there you got it.
Expected.
Expected, yeah, expected. Sudden end, but an expected result there, which now puts Sweden, or team captain Morrow, in a position where he's going to have to call out his next player, which is either himself or sort of.
So what's the next map?
The next map, I'm going to have a look for you.
Because
you have a look-see?
Like depending on the map, I feel like Morrow could try to do like a really specific build.
Orbital shipyards.
Ooh, that's definitely a map where you can try to do something kind of gimmicky to Sniper Zerg.
So you'd be expecting Morrow then, based on the map?
Yeah, I think if there was a good time to send Morrow, I think it will be now.
Okay. Here are the players they can choose from, apart from Zanster. Zanster is now sort of.
Yeah.
Just because Zanster couldn't play today and had to resort, or Sweden had to resort to their substitute very last minute. Sort of played at DreamHack. Did okay. Got some good games. But it's really all about the Polish team that did super well at DreamHack with, of course, Nurcho top 6, which is a great result. But yeah, we'll find out now. We're going to have the good old countdown, as always. You getting excited for France to play?
No, I'm also excited for the games to get, you know, really exciting between Sweden and Poland.
Yeah.
Like now that Mini Razor is out of the way.
Now that Mini Razor is out of the way.
No, I'm really looking forward for both Morrow and damn, can't remember now.
Sort of.
Yeah. Thank you. I was about to say merci.
I think they've got a lot of work to do, to be honest. I think that the Poland and Swedish lineups are so heavily favored to Poland that Sweden, like, they really do have to bring some magic today. Whether it's Morrow and his special tactics, sort of playing out of his mind, Mini Razor stepping it up, because to be able to defeat a laser, you're then obviously going to have to play against probably Mana you'd expect based on the map, and then the legend of Nurcho. It's going to be a hard fight to win.
But it seems like, I don't know, maybe you know that better than us, but it seems like Sort of is playing quite a lot and is actually really ranked really high on the Grandmasters.
Well, I mean, like, sort of, like, this is my own vision of him, so people might disagree, but I mean, to me, he's like a really strong mechanical player, but sometimes he gets tricked strategy-wise. And I think one of the biggest tell for that is I think like he won versus Showtime at DreamHack,
yeah,
but lost to Huck. Oh yeah, like
he took a map away from Showtime.
Only won a map versus Parting too. So this is definitely someone that can like win versus the best when his strategy is playing accordingly. But sometimes he can get tricked a little bit if he plays something he doesn't expect.
Yeah, I think the group he was in was definitely hard. But picking up the wins against Showtime, or map wins against Showtime and Parting, like you said, this definitely shows that he's very capable. Anyway, here's the countdown. It's either Morrow or Sort of. Prediction came in from Drogo saying Morrow because of the map, helping Protoss a little bit.
I would tend to agree.
And boom! Moro is a good shout there.
That's why he's the resident expert, man.
Yeah, the resident expert.
He knows everything.
Or he was just like, please no Zerg versus Zerg again, please no Zerg versus Zerg again. Let's get Moro. So we're all going to have a Protoss game.
I don't want to see Sorov, I want a Protoss.
So what type of strategies are we expected to see then? So you said that Orbital Shipyard's a bit of a tricky map where Protoss can play in a bit of a funky way, but what would you be probably expecting from Moro?
I don't know, like Moro is someone that's, when he plays Protoss, doesn't have like quite good mechanics with Protoss, but it kind of compensates that with really good build order choice usually. I don't watch his stream much anymore, which is a shame really, because it's a nice stream. So I don't really know what he's gonna do, but the thing is, on Orbital Shipyard, like you're gonna get to bases and you're gonna be safe, so you can do whatever. And we've seen yesterday that when you can do whatever, you can win sometimes really
Protoss is a scary race when they can do whatever they want.
Okay, well this is going to be an interesting one. Before we go to the game, of course, we have the interview with Moro on what he thinks about NationWars 3.
I've always had like some pride for Sweden, so I always like to think that we have been one of the best teams. So I think NationWars is like a perfect tournament for that. That would obviously be amazing. That's the goal, right? To qualify. I heard the crowd in France is amazing. I'm not sure if we can get top 4, but I mean hopefully. It's hard for me to say what the skill level is of even myself at this point, let alone like everybody else. But I know I am practicing. Sunster is pretty good right now. I'm just not sure about Mini Racer, but I'm sure he will practice for this. So I mean, hopefully, but no, can't promise. Even if I don't qualify, it should be a blast, and you guys should cheer for Sweden, because we do take this seriously, and we hope to do very well.
Hoping is believing, and now we need to see it in action as Moro now comes to the table and is going to attempt to take down a laser to get his country a number on the scoreboard. And Funkadunker is your new nickname.
All right.
Should have called yourself Funkadunker instead of Funkadelic. Would have been so much better.
I should have, but I didn't know. I didn't know back then. Bottom left, as the blue, not Terran, nor Zerg, but Protoss player for the first time. It is Moro.
All right, Drogo's time.
Drogo.
All right, the top right of Orbital Shipyard. This is the red Polish Zerg. This is a laser.
Whoa.
How much would you hate me if I told you I haven't really heard any Funkadelic songs? Or if I have, I didn't know I had?
Oh. I'm pretty sure you know one of them.
I probably do.
Like you know Maggot Brain.
Yeah, this one is fucking amazing.
Yeah? Okay, so you know I'm in the break. I'm going to listen to it, and if I do not recognize it, you can be very upset at me.
I'm always upset at you.
You are actually
always upset.
Guys, also, just a quick reminder for you watching on stream and watching at home, send in your pictures, just like yesterday and the day before. We love to see in with the hashtag NW3 how you are watching StarCraft 2 this evening. Saturday night, I hope you've got a bottle of wine, a crate of beer.
A cheeky one.
A couple of cheeky ones. Have a couple of cheeky ones. It is Saturday night. You can be a little bit hungover tomorrow. And, you know, maybe pizza, something along those lines. So send in your pictures of how you're enjoying NationWars 3. So opening build orders then. Nexus first, coming out from Moro. And we have a spawning pool, then hatchery. Or hatchery first, sorry, then spawning pool. And gas has been squeezed in too.
So to me, this is really telling the story I was expecting. A laser with the hatchery first, then the quick gases is telling, I'm better than you, I want to be safe, so I'm gonna get the gases. On Moro, not only does he go Nexus first, but on top of that, he didn't probe scouts. I'm pretty sure he didn't. This is telling me, like, he says, I know you're not gonna cheese me, like you're not gonna do anything risky, so I'm gonna like squeeze out the most money I can in my build order to have a very effective attack.
And what do you think about the double gateway opening, and more specifically a Zealot choice here too?
I think he's gonna cancel this Zealot because double gate with a Zealot is a bit weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to think about that.
Yeah,
so
he's probably waiting just in case there's Zerglings coming in.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't show up, it will cancel it probably.
So, I mean, double gateway's been quite prominent in Legacy of the Void for a very long time. Whether it was one base double gateway openings just to get the Adepts out, and going to be a bit of harassment and scouting to start things off here from Moro.
Yeah, like double adept, I do it a lot too. This is a really good combination because you just get 2 adept really fast, and it usually it's almost always worth it.
Yeah.
The only time which it isn't really is that when the Zerg gets really fast speed, but getting really fast speed in itself is a big sacrifice to the economy.
But do you not feel a little bit bad here if you send out 2 adepts and then you go halfway across the other side of the map and you just lose them instantly?
Yeah, that's...
Because like this is what could happen here.
This is bad, but Elaser made 2 quick Zergling. Usually the Zergling are always a bit later, but Elaser really wants to get that scouting information with those quick Zerglings.
And he just kind of doesn't get too much information. He just kind of sees the double adept opening, I guess, is pretty good, but you could have got it with Nova. But straight over to double sentry behind this, and then a forge.
Yeah, this is a really macro opener that we're seeing here.
Yeah, so third base coming in.
I usually expect the third base before the forge, but he's gonna get the forge a little bit faster, but which is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
But this is he's kind of expecting, I think, Gazless power, but this is really good. If he cancels this shade, it's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. What a boss.
What a boss.
Yeah, Moro could have lost those two adepts, but he just scouts the fact that there's third base on the front.
So the only way he's going to get good info in this game when he puts his third down shortly, you imagine, is just through the hallucinated Phoenix, right? That's the only way he's going to be able to get some good info, and he's got no idea what the laser's up to properly.
Yeah, he kind of has no idea, but really, this opening is really safe from Moro. It doesn't die to a lot of stuff.
Okay. So he's okay being in the dark for now?
Yeah, especially by saving his 2 adepts. He's more than okay right now.
Okay. I think he has 4 now. Yeah, 4 adepts, 2 sentries.
Yeah.
Usually we see that kind of opening, but usually backed up with a Stargate, so you can make a Void Ray against all kinds of attack.
Yeah, I do
this
like
one is like more economical focused and more macro focused with the +1 coming in.
I do like the build. It looks really nice. It does look really nice. And over on the laser side of things, now Leia started up, Roach Warren and Evo as always. Going to get that cheeky +1 attack. Zerglings poke forward here for a bit more harassment and scouting. He's going to find himself a probe, sees the third as well.
That's
and
good.
Upon seeing the third, he's a little bit supply blocked at the moment as he waits for a couple of overlords, but you'd imagine him to continue droning at this moment.
Yeah, he's only on 55. I think he can rise up at least to 65, 66,
so
and then maybe figure out what he wants to do, what he wants to go for. I was expecting melee, but he's going for missile attack.
And I feel like, because I know that Elaser is one of his Zerg, he doesn't go for a lot of Zergling with upgrade for Zerglings, which is really popular. He prefers to go for Roach Hydralisk with upgrade for his Roaches, Lockers, and Hydralisk. But knowing that, Moro might try to do a very aggressive timing with Stalkers, because when your opponent doesn't make a lot of Zerglings, Stalkers are kind of like in Heart of the Swarm, very really strong.
So yeah, still good against Roaches, right?
Yeah, they're still really good against Roaches.
So you need to hit the timing before the Lurker then?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's pumping up quite a lot of gateways now. +2 attack is on the way. We do have a bit of a drop coming in from a laser. Yeah. He has 8 Zerglings or so, or 7. Going to come around, try to do a bit of damage. This is a bit.
There's no pylon.
There's no pylon, no units close. This is going to get some damage done. It's a simple move.
Oh, he's waiting. Is he waiting for him to just leave his base? But he doesn't have a Zergling to spot anything, so he doesn't know it's coming. And I was expecting Blink, but it's Charge.
Same.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Charge is another choice because, I mean, it's another an unfortunate choice for Moa because Elaser is doing the direct counter to it. A lot of Roaches with upgrades are definitely going to crush any kind of Charge army.
Oh, Mora's going to poke forwards here, and he might be able to get a cancel on this.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the Mothership Core with the army right. I think it's just slightly behind it.
And the
slow drop.
Slow drop coming in. But it's...
There's the Mothership Core. He's actually going to warp in more units.
Yeah.
He's going to get out.
Easy. And the units are still warping in. That's pretty good. I've never seen that before. A Warp Prism getting recalled.
And then still builds. Oh, there's a lot of Ravagers coming in here. And we are going to see a lot more units on the way as well. So Laser's going to start to build an attack. Do we have enough to defend here?
All right. I'm not sure. 164 supply against 129. He has 50 more army supply.
Ooh.
And the first Corrosive Vial actually lands on something.
Charge almost done, +2 attack almost done.
And I like the ratio between Roaches and Ravagers in this army because we've seen lots of Ravagers doesn't work really well against Zealots, and now even the Warp Prism getting so much damage on his face. Oh my god, he's gonna crush him.
He's crushing him, Drogo.
Easy.
Drogo. Zerg's broken, right, Drogo?
Nah.
And I mean, look at that.
He doesn't have enough stuff. Like,
where's his stuff? Where's his army?
Well, it's dead.
It's dead now.
It is dead, mate. And Poland, like this.
Just like that, going up 2-0. Very simple game here. It was just 2 builds shaping up, and then one movement out by Morrow comes back and then dies. Where did it all go wrong? What happened?
I can tell you actually.
It's a bit weird.
I'm gonna ask you a question if you don't mind. What's the biggest weaknesses of Charged Archon?
Not having a lot of charged Archons ready.
Nah. One of the biggest things that people often overlook is that you need a lot of gateway to spend all of your money for that. You need like 10, 11, 12 gateway to like afford to make a lot of charged on Archon.
Yeah.
So when you need
like
that,
6.
when you need that many gateway, you can spend your money really quickly. So you are very susceptible to timing, and that's exactly what the laser did. Just a Roach Ravager timing, and wasn't able to spend his money.
He was never ready.
You're building your gateway counts, and you're actually dying because you're building gateways instead of units, because you need gateways to build units. That's
GG.
It's just bad. GG.
A laser up 2-0, and brilliant start here for Team Poland, and that's going to push us straight into the last player already for Sweden. Sortov is going to have to come out in a Zerg versus Zerg, but you know, bit of a sad game from Morrow's side of things. I'm sure he'd be a bit sad about that because he was so close to getting the machine working, and you know, give that another 60 seconds, and he is going to have a lot of units there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like imagine if Morrow was playing versus Snoot, for example. Snoot versus that, he would have droned up, tried to stack up, and then maybe he would have died to the charge lot Archon timing, like we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
But a laser, not giving me a chance. I mean, like, I'm gonna be an aggressive player, and you're gonna have to be good enough to hold it. And if you're not, well, it's an easy win for me.
Yeah, and that was an easy win. So up 2-0 here, a laser.
You're supposed to defend that kind of attack with like disruptors, right?
No,
disruptors, stalkers, mothership
with
core.
disruptor, it's really easy, but you don't have to. You need just a lot of pylon and units on top of your pylon.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't have like a perfect macro, you still have a lot of gateway hopping in. The Ravager Roaches is not the scariest push that the Zerg has.
It also felt that because of the recall back as well, he was a little bit out of position too, because he recalled to the back Nexus, and then was still coming forward by the time the Roach Ravager arrived.
Yeah, and also I feel like because of he saw that there was a drop, he was like, okay, I'm gonna leave my Morship core to defend the drop, and then he actually really needed it to defend the main attack.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit sad there for Morrow for sure, but he may get revived a little bit later on. Of course, the way the system works is you've got 3 players on the countryside, and then if you do lose all 3, you get to revive 1 to go forward. So our next player is going to be Sortov. There's no secrets there for anyone. And we will be going to that in a quick second. It's going to be another Zerg versus Zerg. Before we get into it, of course, after every 2 maps, we allow the players to have a couple of moments break. So we are going to go to that. And when we return, it's going to be game 3 between Poland and Sweden. For the first time in NationWars 3, we started when the countdown hit 0. Welcome back, everybody. We are here to bring you map 3 between Poland and Sweden. Todd has jumped in instead of Funker. Funker's had to take a break. He was out of breath.
Yeah. Probably the last time as well, by the way, that we started on time.
Yeah, the last time. The first time and the only time. We got another Zerg versus Zerg coming up, so we thought we'd keep Drogo on, as always.
Obviously.
Loves his Zerg versus Zerg. And, you know, Zerg's totally a balanced race, and, you know, lurkers aren't good at all.
Well, what do you think about the race switcher that is Morrow?
Merry Christmas, boys. By the way, here's sort of good at StarCraft 2. Just squeeze in this tweet. Hashtag NW3. Sorry. On the big screen today. Hello.
Everybody's taking selfies with your own style now.
I know. Look at it. Good job, boys. Keep them coming. That's what I say. Here's another one. The curry has arrived. Oh, God. I'm going back to England in a week or so. I'm going to eat so much curry. It's going to be disgusting. Dude. Yeah, what do you think about Morrow the race switcher?
Well, I love Morrow, you know, but I feel like the fact that he doesn't consider balance is a bit sad, you know. He could be playing another race at Protoss right now, having a really good time.
He always switches to the weakest race. But here we go. Down to the bottom left is Sortov. Sorry, we have to keep up with the French casters. They'll get angry at us. And then down here to the bottom right-hand side is a laser who's on fire.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really late intro as well. They're probably really mad right now in production.
Yeah.
He's giving us thumbs up.
But Coca's like, good job, you actually caught up a little bit there. Because what happens, what we did the other day is, so they also, do they follow, they have follow Coca's observing, right?
Yeah.
So the French stream follows Coca's observing, and what we did the other day is we did a really long 1-minute intro where basically Coca was just spinning around and around and around and around.
And the French
casters are like, God damn, English guys, just say the player's name. It's really funny.
We're gonna get in trouble someday with this stuff.
Maybe.
Speed starts about the same time here for both players so far.
Yeah, it's
quite the mirror match.
Mirror match, exactly. Every single Zerg versus Zerg is opening up like this. One difference, though, is Laser's still mining gas. He's going to get the Baneling Nest.
Where did Laser scout his second Overlord? He's sending it across the map, so he hasn't seen much. Hey, he scouted top right first.
Yeah, and the second. So
whereas sort of, he's going to scout, he's going to get a lucky scout. It's funny, actually, these links, they almost met somehow, like, or they might meet in the middle of the map.
But I think there's a pretty big advantage for a Laser who's about
whoa. Sort of.
Careful, mate. A Laser. Where's your Baneling Nest? He's got 100 gas. I don't want to build a Baneling Nest. Why are you mining gas then? I don't know.
I just delayed it a little bit. He was paying attention to his links. I don't think that's what he sounds like either.
The chase.
Yeah, not much happening here so far. Just we are going to be seeing sort of expanding quite a bit earlier than his opponent. I guess Laser wants to all in here.
Yeah.
He's not expanding at all.
And there's 3 Banelings.
Wait, is that a drone moving out?
Or 3 potential Banelings on the other side, but
he's actually going to expand.
The speed advantage is actually pretty sick. You managed to get a good 3 kills there. Got to be careful though.
Laser invested quite a bit into the Zerglings that haven't done much just yet, but he's now on the chase. And the Baneling Nest, he's going to hit late for sort of. He wanted to get that hatchery before his Baneling Nest, so there's a chance Laser gets a lot of damage here done.
I don't even think he needs the Baneling Nest. He's winning the Zergling fight, and there's more on the way. Here comes a Morph, and this is going to be hard to hold.
Yeah, sort of Baneling Nest is incredibly late. This is going to be really hard.
Yeah, because he went for the hatch before. Laser delayed his hatch, but now he's going to be able to do some damage here potentially.
Uh-oh. Playing and popping. Oh, almost catches the tail end of the Zerglings, but the Queen's going to go down anyway. I think this game's going to end, boys.
Whoa, that was really bad.
Really fast one here. Another Baneling's coming in, and if that hits, wow.
Where's the Queen?
Oh, he just lost him. He
didn't remake another one yet?
Nope.
Oh, he didn't even start another one.
Nope.
Sort of in quite a bit of trouble. Laser is going to keep on rallying Zerglings across the map, keeps on morphing Banelings as well up that ramp.
Yeah, and there's 14 Lings about to pop though. That is good for Sort of, but he's got to have to fight against this Baneling if that gets a hit.
I mean, the fact that there is no inject hitting right now for Sort of is just disastrous. Laser's production is just going to be so much more here in a second.
And that's a pretty decent hit there. And there's still a lot of units coming in. Another Baneling's about to pop as well.
Oh, can he get... Okay, that was bad again. He's Sort of holding somehow.
Yeah, for now.
He's broke. He's got way too much gas. Sort of needs to stop mining gas. He's lost 2 drones as well, so it's 11 drones against 13.
Yeah, like it was really hard to see, but Sort of managed to like make the Banelings of Laser do really minimal damage. So now he's holding for now.
Yeah, one of those clicked on the hatchery. Like, I thought only Dimaga made this kind of mistake.
No,
I'm just getting out of you.
It's a common trend from Zergs.
Hey.
You as well?
Oh, absolutely, man. No, I actually blow my Banelings up by accident before I even get on the other side of the map.
That's what live does
That's
as well.
Oh, couple of
2 for 2.
Banelings.
These are... Okay, they are halfway through done here. Laser's going to try to run past. Nice block here by Sort of, but he's going to lose his own links here.
Oh, he's trying to hold
Finally, a huge detonation here by Sort of, who... I think this should be the defense, right?
It should be, yeah. There's a few more Lings popping out, but...
Laser's droning up, though, behind this. He's already 2 drones ahead, so now he's going to start getting quite a bit ahead. 15 against 11.
Yeah. And the big advantage, I think, is the Queens, right? There should be 2 Queens on the other side. Okay, just 1. But still, 1 against 0 is still an advantage here, obviously, for a Laser in terms of production. And then also the 4 drone lead. And Sort of is continuing to build Lings, so I guess he's going to go the other side of the map and try to finish this off as well. Super hyper-aggressive game coming out from both.
So much tiny micro here in small fights, skirmishes.
But I really think that Sort of's got to be careful. He's going to be overrun in terms of production.
Yeah, but I think he's got too few drones. He thinks he has to all in. He's moving across the map, probably going to be morphing in some Banelings. He spent so much of his gas already, to be honest.
Yeah. He doesn't. He's not actually mining gas, so he's not going to morph any Banelings. He's going to try and do this with just Lings alone. I don't think it's going to be good enough. He can't even morph Banelings. I think he started to mine gas again, so he can morph a Baneling, but it's already too late. And with a 9 supply advantage, drones and army, clearly this is looking good for a Laser sweep.
Laser's on fire today. It's not all about Bly anymore. That was anticlimactic.
Do you like Zerg vs. Zerg, Drogo? I mean, you can
I
tell
fucking love it, dude. This is amazing.
Sort of still has no Queen, by the way, right?
No, still no Queen.
No queen, no gas, no nothing. This is looking really grim for him.
No hope, no life.
Well, that's no, he doesn't even get the bailing hit. Oh, it's so sad. And in comes a laser with the high amount of units, and this is going to be a walkover. A couple of drones go down easy peasy, and a laser's going to go inside the main base, and he is going to take a 3-0, and he's going to force out the ace, the revival player already from Sweden, and a very, very fast series today. And this is it. GG's
GG.
GG. Willie. A laser on fire.
Still has to meet his match. He wants these Protosses. He wants to make them quit. And I guess, I mean, even though he already beat Morrow, I don't think that's going to be enough to make him quit.
Yeah.
But he's doing pretty well.
He's doing great. He's looking great. Yeah. The only guy that can stop him, if he was Polish, if he held a Polish passport, no, if he held a Swedish passport, do you know who it would be?
Drogo?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe.
Of course.
3-0 for a laser. Mini
On
Razor
Heart of the Storm,
Mons
probably.
down.
On Legacy of the Void, I'm not so sure.
Yeah? You don't have faith in Drogo? I do.
Well, I have faith in Drogo, but I have faith in Lurkers as well.
I think you're in the right church here.
Started early already. Drogo is a massive fan of Lurkers, by the way, guys.
Amazing units. Not that good, though.
All right, so who's going to be revived here? Morrow, Mini Razor, and Sort of? Who did the best out of all three,
I
you
mean,
think?
surely it's got to be Mini Razor, right?
He did the best. To be honest, I don't know. I would say it's
maybe Morrow if he figured out that Adepts is the last unit you want to make against Zerg, unless you're doing like some crazy all-in, which he wasn't.
I mean, if I'm serious for a second, the guys need to win versus the laser plus all kill Poland. So
yeah,
this is hard to
this is
say.
gonna be sort of the mechanical god.
Sort of, you'd say, if it's going to be anyone.
Yeah,
okay, so we'll find out in a quick second. Bit of a beatdown so far, to be honest, from Poland, and a lot of people expected it because they are such a great team, and everyone's expecting, pretty much everyone's expecting. 95% of people are expecting to see Poland versus France in the winners match.
Sweden, again, is a country who just has such a rich history in esports across multiple games, and that includes StarCraft as well. You don't expect them to, in the round of 16 like this of a NationWars, not do well.
Yeah.
So they need to wake up, they need to make something happen, and they need to start scoring some points here. And they're going to have one last player here to try and do that and get the reverse all kill if he could. Who is it going to be?
I think Sort of too. I mean, if you look over just the years of the three players we have, Mini Razor, Morrow, and Sort of is the player who has had the better results in tournaments over the years. And
but
just overall more.
Morrow has the last call, though.
Yeah.
Maybe Morrow say, shut up, I'll go. I'm the captain.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
That would be funny. I don't think, though, he would do that. I don't think almost anybody would do that. Power tripping with a captain hat.
I wonder if, I think, you know who would do it? Stefano.
I'm
glad you mentioned that because he's actually the captain.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it because people were going to call me salty, but...
No, I said it for you, buddy. I think Stefano's going to power trip as well.
Yeah?
Yes. I think so.
I mean, I'm going to hype up Stefano when we go to that, so...
He best perform.
Yeah.
He best perform. Just waiting now on the player to be chosen.
Who is it going to be?
We
think Sort of. I think almost everybody thinks Sort of.
Sort of.
I think Mini Razor and Morrow, they are like kind of equally unlikely. But if it were to be one of them, maybe Morrow.
Oh,
just hashtag NationWars.
that is the best picture I've seen. That is just simple, to the point. It is the hashtag. It's all he needs, and it's a massive bottle of vodka, straight to the point.
And nachos, I think.
And nachos.
I love it.
If I'm seeing right.
For Aya, for Mana, for Poland, NationWars 3.
Watching our good friend Emil.
Yeah. For Poland, reasons to love Moman. What a great picture. That face. Thank you, Hayes Heel _FR.
He scared me when he did that, man.
That was really
scared
weird.
right into my soul. Every time.
Keep your tweets coming in, guys, and we'll show them on the show. Of course, always fun. I love that. Straight to the point. Vodka bottle, nachos, and StarCraft.
You know what's funny about this stair is that, again, it's so hard to do. I wonder how Mana does it. He must practice, like in the shower, like water in his eyes. He's like, I'll keep them open.
That stair, it's people have their thing, you know. Stefano had his little doll, his little toy dog.
Oh, yeah, a dog.
You know, people have always had
which he thought was real.
Which he thought was real, yeah.
Like he was alive.
And Mana just has his stare, of all things. So I think
what do you
we're going to have to... I don't have anything.
When you cast, don't you have like a lucky charm? 2 socks of a different theme. That's your lucky charm.
Yeah, I think I've done it. I'll check after. I'm pretty sure I've got different socks on again today. I just pick any socks. It doesn't matter.
Rough nights?
No, easy night. Any socks doesn't matter, mate. Just pick them out, and put them on. Nice and easy. All right, so I see who it's going to be. So I've already cheated. You guys don't look at this screen.
I mean, we already guessed Saltov, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Saltov. So we'll see.
Well, we'll get the official countdown in a second.
Give us the countdown. Bring it to us. Here we go.
All right, guys. 15 seconds.
Don't panic. It's going to say reveal first. By the way.
Yeah, they like to tease us.
It's going to say reveal, and then we'll see the
Imagine if it's choosing play, and it's like, Todd. I'm like, what?
Well, I moved a step away. It is Saltov. Okay.
All right, as expected.
All is well in the NationWars.
Another Zerg vs Zerg where Drogo is a big fan of this matchup, so he's happy to be here casting
big fan
3 Zerg vs Zergs now.
Experts of Zerg.
An expert of Zerg vs Zerg. I mean, when the matchups go like that, I don't think there's too much to be an expert on, to be honest. The games end before you can do anything. It's like, all right, so best way to play this matchup, get some Zerglings, get some Banelings, and try to win. Good luck. All right, we'll load it in.
Let's make it very long.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
we'll get in trouble.
But,
there's more French people than us.
But actually, you know what I keep hearing? Like when I
keep dragging out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
No,
my bad.
Go ahead.
Drag it out.
No.
We'll blame it on
in the top left corner, this is the new hope of Poland. This is Laser. Not gonna do this.
And down here, of course, for Sweden, it is sort of the last hope, and it's got a lot of work to do. But what were you going to say before?
Okay, so you know what Zerg keeps telling me is that, but you know, Drogo, when Zerg vs Zerg goes into long game, it's actually a really sick matchup. And I'm like, I believe you, my friend Zerg, but I've never seen it.
Who said that?
Like the dude that talked to like Lambo, Laser, Zenster, they all keep telling me that it's really sick when he goes into macro.
Yeah.
But I never personally seen it.
We've seen a few games go longer than Zergling Baneling, and it was Roach Ravager. Like, I didn't think it was all that.
It's, it's kind of Zerg vs Zerg, guys. All right. So, no aggressive opening. Surprisingly, actually.
Mirror builds again here.
Yeah, this is interesting because the probability is always going to be in favor of aggressive openers, but they've chosen not to. Maybe perhaps because the main base has this pocket expansion. But either way, we're not going to have a straight, fast Zergling Baneling game, so Drogo can bring out his expertise now.
What does your expertise tell you, Drogo?
It's telling me that they're still going to make Zergling on Baneling.
Taking a huge risk here, aren't you?
And if they don't do that, they're going to build Roach and Ravagers. You're right, Drogo.
I mean, the ramp is not that close to the main base that you could wall it off very easily. Like, it would take 1 Crypt Tumor, and everybody loves their injects.
Yeah.
I wonder, when are we going to see Zergs do, like, Protosses, you know, throw down the Roach Run and 1 Evo in their ramp, skip Zergling Baneling, and then just put the Queens there, 1 Spine. I think it could be very good.
It is okay, it's just...
And then once it becomes the standard, that's when Zergling speed drop will become common in CVZ somehow, maybe.
The problem is most maps, the second base has such a large ramp on some of these maps, and on all surface area, where you have to spread creep, which takes a long time to get the wall off.
You did both players? I think both players put their Baneling Nest on the natural, by the way.
Did they? Yeah, it's hidden at the back, yeah.
Yeah, I think the reason for that is that, for example, in a laser base, he can hide his queen between the spawning pool and the hatchery, but he has no place to hide in the natural. So that's why he builds his Baneling Nest here. So that
and that's why you're here, Drogo.
That's why you're here, Drogo. Thanks, mate, for that nugget. No, it's a good one. That was a good point.
But yeah, like both players are making a Baneling Nest, but they keep joining up behind it. So will they make Zergling on Baneling to try to deny the third of their opponents? That is the question.
Did either of them spot each other's Baneling Nest yet? No. The third's really fast from a laser, so sort of might try something against it, knowing that he either has to defend where there's no creep or lose this expansion.
Yeah, but he can't do much. I mean, Baneling's already being morphed in here for Elaser, and Elaser is just in the zone right now. Like, he must feel so comfortable. He's up 3-0. He knows that even if he loses here, his country is just in a great position to finish the game off in the next few games. So maybe he's playing a little bit greedier here because of this.
He is looking in good shape. I mean, he's got a good drone count. He's going up to a second gas now. Both players
Evo Chamber.
Yeah, so this will be for an upgrade.
Maybe a little bit of a cheeky drop down the line?
No. There's too much mobility for Zerglings to just... The drop is going to take. Your Zerglings could be on the other side of the map and still get back in time.
You know how we used to see roaches with Burrow and Tunneling Claws and stuff? On that map, you can't really go in with Tunneling Claws because if your opponent has any kind of detection, you're going to lose everything. If there is any kind of spore over here. So down the line, if you can drop the roaches into the main and then burrow them in the middle lines, they can do a lot. But right now, Elaser wants to be a little bit aggressive. So far, the defense has been really good. I mean, I don't know what these Banelings are doing, but they're having a hard time making up their mind.
Lose the queen. Does lose a queen, but he does lose all his units in return, so there might be a bit of a counter push.
And yeah, +1 missile already started here for Elasers. For sort of, his Evo is about to finish. Roach Shrine at about the same time.
Yeah, so you'd say there's a slight advantage here for a laser. Slight, better upgrade or faster upgrade, better expansion.
At the same time.
As long as he doesn't take damage to this counter push, which he isn't, because that's a great Baneling hit. And now he's going to sack his links to try and get some info on what the hell is going on in this game. And he goes in. Lack of gas means there's no Spire. Comes around the back.
Oof. Quick reflex here to pull back the rest of the links. Now Elaser's the one moving across the map. Sort of is getting, I guess, a couple of links here to make sure he doesn't take any damage, but that's me. Oh, actually, that was a lot of links here that he just made. 18 more on the way.
I think this is to defend against this counter. It's because he threw all the links away to scout. He has to have something to defend.
Yeah, but then he's going to have to attack with them. Roach's production already going to start, whereas Elaser is still droning up.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, the thing is, his Roaches without speed is so slow.
This queen keeps dying on the third base.
Yeah, that's bad. The lasers
with energy as well.
Oh, he survived. No, didn't. Never mind. So yeah, we might see a bit of a push from Sortov, but the problem is it's going to take such a long time to get over the other side of the map.
There's nothing though.
So
Elaser has nothing. He starts a bunch of roaches, but are they going to be out on time here to properly defend?
I think they will be actually.
Oh, he's going to. Whoa.
Yeah, he's got enough.
Yeah.
You might lose a drone or two, but he's got 10 more, or did have 10 more. It's very close actually now. It's only 3 difference. 4 Sortov leading. But now 10 additional ones coming in for a laser. The back and forth with building drones and units continues from the start to the end of the game, and it's just edging out more drones to units all the time.
Elaser starts +2 missile immediately. Sortov is still droning up a little bit, but he's going to get a few Ravagers.
Yeah.
It's actually, I feel like Ravagers, everybody's having a little bit of a hard time in, not even just in any particular matchup, but in most matchups to properly find their place and how to use them best. It's probably going to take a little bit longer for everybody to map that out properly.
Yeah.
Like we've seen Snoot yesterday, try to get a lot of Ravagers.
Yeah.
And maybe it wasn't the right move back then because he lost that game against Maxed.
Yeah. And now comes the stage of the game where you've got Roach Speed, you're happy to be in the middle of the map, and you can start clearing Overlords out. And
we can see a longer game here, by the way, since this is so equal.
Yeah. It depends on who tries to plan an attack, perhaps now, and just kind of build up an army to hit with their +2. Because they're not droning anymore.
Yeah.
But the defender's usually always going to be in a better position. But I guess another thing you can look at is the ratio between Roach and Ravagers as well.
But one of the things I've seen is people going for a watch drop in this situation. Because you get...
corner it? Oh, the dance. Like Roddy in the club.
Hashtag Roddy in the club.
Dodging the bite shots and the dragons.
So yeah, Roach drops could definitely work.
Because what people do usually is that they search for overload speed so that you don't lose your overload to a Ravager. And then if you have overload speed, might as well drop some Roaches,
Yeah.
And look at the supply down there, it's so equal.
Yeah. Very close game.
How is that all or not dead yet here from Elaser?
The one difference is that a laser does have slightly more drones and has mined all the gases, or is mining from all the gases. And
here we go.
It comes down to the biles, really. The corrosive biles at this point, when you're so close, it's like mini disruptor hits over and over.
There seems to be way more for Elaser in his...
and his +2 is just about around the corner as well. It's like 20 seconds away.
Elaser has done a better job of dodging, I think, most of these. Right now, he's got a good supply lead, 125 army to 105.
Well, he may catch some stragglers here. Corrosive biles do come down to hold him off. +2 attack is completed, so there is that advantage for the next 30 seconds
Being
or so.
maxed out, I think Elaser might go for it, and Sortov is sneaking a couple Roaches across the map here to try and buy himself some time or do some counter damage.
Yeah, that's good if he can hold it at the same time, right? But he's starting to lose that kind of push, and here comes the fight, and it is +2 versus +1, and we are seeing this starting to landslide a little bit in favor of Elaser. We need some good corrosive biles. A couple of them try to land down, but Sortov's getting hit by more of them, it seems.
If they had to fight head-on, and then every shot would be dodged by Sortov, maybe he could win the fight, but I think Elaser is doing such a good job of shooting by, pulling back, never really engaging, playing on the fact that he's got way more Ravagers and he could do so much more damage.
Yeah.
Tunneling Klaus actually starts as well from Elaser, who's done a fantastic job with his upgrades.
Got hit really hard on the right-hand side again.
Started Carapace +1, getting Burrow as well. Elaser just looking fantastic here, trying to finish it against Sweden.
Yeah. And he's got this bit of a lead now through his good fights, as you've said, and he's going to poke forward again. 4 Crucibles, not going to hit anything here. Continue pressure. We may see a big fight here. I think both players are going to commit to this one. And so far, it's looking okay for Elaser. He's got so many Crucibles, another big wave coming in. And it is all on these hits, but Sortov has enough to hold him off for now. But look at the bank difference too, and supply.
Sortov is struggling to max out. And Tunneling Klaus here, plus Burrow, is not going to finish in not too long. I don't think there's... I saw any overseers here. There was one originally, but I think he might have died.
Because of how good the fights are going, he's got the better bank, he's at the high supply, and he has money to spare to get Burrow.
It's very smart actually that he remade an overseer there, because if this caught Sortov by surprise here, this Burrow and Tunneling Klaus, he could have died on the spot. And Elaser is still dodging these shots here from Corrosive Pile with his overlords. Alright, Burrow and Tunneling Klaus are finishing.
And this is going to be a nightmare now to deal with.
A cheeky drop maybe?
Cheeky drop. Anyone fancy a cheeky drop? Look at this. Overseer's there. Oh!
Did he see it? He didn't see it?
No.
Oh my god, Sortov is moving out. He has no idea that they're burrowed roaches.
So much damage. The queens, the drones, and... Oh no. That's a nightmare for Sortov. He's got no idea either. He's going to start to spot the roaches now that that's possible this is going to happen. But it's happening. And inside... Oh, this is bad. Bad news, boys. Bad news for Sweden. More corrosive barrels coming in from Elaser, continues to fire him off. To be honest, he doesn't even need to be out here at the moment. With so much damage being done behind enemy lines.
Sortov is just going to go for it. He knows that he's taking too much damage back at home, so he's going to take the head-on fight. Elaser, I guess, glad to oblige. He's got one more upgrade right now. He's even started Carapace level 2. Elaser's upgrade started perfectly on time every single time, and he's going to crush this.
Guys, we are going to have, for another time in Nation Wars, a second all-kill. And Laser 4-0. All kill. You need like a button for all kill for Nation. You guys need a button that says all kill. Imagine hitting that every time you get an all kill. They're like,
they look at you like, what an idiot. Like, shut up.
This guy. Don't you tell us what to do with our Wale buttons. But a convincing performance from Poland, and more so a Laser, who just, that was easy. Within less than an hour, because I think the game started, I think 45 minutes, he just 4-0'd.
Nurture
really fast.
And Mana sitting pretty, not having to do anything themselves here in the first match.
And you know what? Like Elaser was telling everyone, Nacho is either gonna 8-0 or I'm gonna 8-0. And since you're already all killed, I feel like we're gonna send Elaser first for the next match, just so that he has the possibility of going 8-0.
Yeah, and
could be pretty cool.
Would be pretty cool, but I hope we see that.
France is playing, man.
Yeah,
wouldn't be cool at all.
No. But that leads into our next match, which is just around the corner. And to be honest, there's a lot of people on the French stream already who's looking at some numbers, and I know you guys and everyone in here is very excited for it. And I think it's going to be a great match.
Why did they bring this up now?
Because Apollo was right. Me and Moman, bros for life. Look at that.
And Roddy.
Predictions. Oh, Roddy too. Yeah, he's hiding behind the Swedish flag. You couldn't see him. Roddy, Moman, and Apollo. We lost money to Moman last night.
The three guys that have been betting the most around, so I guess you know your business.
Yeah, flipping coins and doing stupid things that boys do. And
apparently, when it's not sport betting, Roddy can win a bet.
Yeah. He didn't do too well on sport betting today, I heard. We are going to go to the winner's interview in a quick second, just waiting for that to be set up. But Drogo, our resident Zervis Zerg expert, a good performance from Elaser in his Zervis Zergs today.
Yeah, like, if you have time to talk about it, that fourth game was actually really close, but Elaser just kept trading better than Sortov.
Yeah.
Like, you could see the practice paying off when it's like, you have the same thing, like, okay, what do we do now? Elaser just knew what to do a little bit better than Sortov. And sometimes a little bit better is all it takes.
Roach Ravager plays out, and it's not, well, I guess it is a little bit similar to Stalker Disruptor in the way that the shots are so important coming out. The back and forth retreatments
but
to
I
the
think
shots.
Not just that, like, Elaser didn't miss a beat. His upgrades, every single time. +1 finish, he started +2 immediately, and he already had started the +1 earlier than his opponent. +2 finished missile, started carapace, +1 carapace finish, started +2 carapace. Everything started perfectly on time. As soon as he had the minerals and gas, started the turning class and burrow, like, that was pretty flawless.
Yeah, it's just confident, knowing what to do at all times type of game coming out from him. Looking forward to see how well he will do against the winner of our next match, which is going to be the France versus Australia game that we're all very excited for here in the old gaming studio. As, of course, as France try to make their road to the top 4, and without the top 4 being with a French team in it, obviously would be a disaster for all the French crowd. So it's a bit of a tense moment. And we went out last night, and the guys, actually, the production team and the organizers, they were like, we're actually really nervous tomorrow. We're very, happy with the team we got and so on, but we're nervous. They're nervous, man. They think Poland's going to...
Are you nervous, Robo?
No.
Why?
No?
I'm not a player. It's hard to be nervous when
you're a
playing.
caster, man. Welcome to the caster life. It's easy, right?
Do you guys get nervous casting? That's weird.
But are you nervous that France might lose? Because surely you care if they win or not.
I don't know. Like, Poland is looking fucking strong.
They do. It's going to be a great game if we get there. But the winner's interview is ready. So let's go over to our wonderful seating area to hear from the team captain and maybe some more.
Hey, thanks, guys. So we just had a brutal 4-0. Did you guys expect this?
I mean, I would be lying if I said no, because I did predict the 4-0. But you never, like, expecting is one thing. They asked me to make a prediction. I did not expect a 4-0 from Elazer, let's put it like that. I know Elazer is good, but when I predicted a 4-0, I was kind of anticipating on either a Nurchi or a Mana start. That Elazer started and 4-0, I find that very impressive. So I'm a little bit surprised by that.
What about you, Funkai? What did you think about Moro's performance? Is he convincing as Protoss?
Well, he didn't really have the time to play, I would say, in the game that he played against Elazer. He tried something, and he was in the middle of building up his army and his gateway count and everything, and he got hit by a really strong timing by Elazer. So, as Roddy said, that's kind of the same thing for me. I think I didn't anticipate Elazer to win all games. That's why I predicted, I think, 4-1 or 4-2, because I thought he would be opening, but at some point he would lose, probably to sort of. But as we saw, it was pretty tense games, the two they played against each other. But in the end, I mean, Elazer, we said it earlier, he plays like a madman these days. He wants to, make a hit on the StarCraft 2 community, and he's doing it really well. He's already so good for a 17-year-old.
France has their work cut out for them, and if they are able to defeat Australia, which of course is going to be a big challenge on itself, but Poland's looking really good. When you got Nurcho, was a very high finisher at DreamHack. Mana, I mean, I watch his stream all the time. Mana's looking very good at the moment. I love everything that he's doing. And Elazer is apparently even better than I thought he was already in Legacy. This team looks like a very real contender to maybe even go all the way, maybe make it to the final.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have Elazer on Skype right now.
We got all three.
Oh, we have
the
whole
entire team.
Well, guys, so first of all, congratulations. Mana, did you expect Elazer to make it 4-0?
I was looking forward to it. I didn't necessarily expect it, but I was taking that into consideration. Elazer is becoming a real contender to be one of the top Zergs, so that's a good start for that.
Okay. Nerkio, we've heard players talking about you, saying right now you're the best player on Legacy of the Void. I mean, if Elazer puts 4-0 right now, how good are you?
I mean, Elazer can be top 2 Zerg in Poland, always. The spot is free for him, but top 1 will always be me. Well, actually, I wanted Elazer to play today as first, because I didn't feel so confident. I actually thought we'll play the second match, so I didn't have that much time to warm up. But well, I actually kind of knew that Elazer will 4-0.
And I think everybody's speaking of Elazer, but we didn't hear you say anything. Elazer, you just all killed. That's the first time that happened for you in NationWars. Obviously, how do you feel? Are you really happy about that performance?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I didn't expect to 2-0 sort of like. I expected to win versus NineRaiser and Moro, but I was really not confident versus sort of. I thought I'm going to lose. So yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Is ZVZ a matchup that you're particularly fond of right now? Do you like the way that the matchup has changed from Heart of the Swarm? Because even in Heart of the Swarm, you were pretty good at it, right? But I still think there's quite a bit of difference, especially with the opening build orders. What's your take on it?
I mean, I really like it, but I'm not good at it. I think that's my worst matchup. Maybe it's because Zeg is pretty good, but you know.
Oh, because you play against Nacho all the time, maybe.
Yeah.
So which phase in the game in particular do you feel that you're not that good at yet? Is like the opening build orders, or is it more like the mid-game transitions?
I think both. I still didn't figure out the early game that much, and also the maps are pretty strange right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then in mid-game, I don't really know how to transition out of Roach Ravager.
You don't. You just win, Elaser. You just win with Roach Ravager.
Yeah, well.
All right, thank you, man. Congratulations. Awesome performance.
Thanks.
So there's going to be Australia versus France. First of all, who do you think, who's favored for you between France and Australia? Mana, for instance?
Well, definitely France. Australia is okay-ish, but compared to France, they're kind of bad, to say very roughly. I think France is the big favorite there.
What makes you say so? What is strong in the France team?
The France team.
The
every
French
single
team,
player.
yeah. Oh, every single player. Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you, Naku and Elaser, do you also think that France is favorite?
Yeah, I think France is favored, but maybe there might be a small surprise, I guess. Maybe if Iagus can show some good matches, but I don't know. I think still France.
All right. Right, guys. Well, thanks a lot. You'll play again in the winners match, and we'll see you in a while. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, convincing performance from them. Right now, we're going to do a little break, heading back to the caster's desk, and then it will be France versus Australia. Casters, take it away.
Somebody's missing. The excitement for France playing was so real.
I was taking a
that
picture with a
Apollo
baguette.
went and got a baguette and started slapping people with
I had
it.
to come back here. I was over there taking a picture with a baguette, and then I came back. Sorry, I'm here.
Why
I'm
are you holding it like
excited
a weapon?
Because I was about to do a funny picture with it. I was standing over there watching the screen. I was like, hold on a minute, why is there only two people there? I was like, oh wait, me. So sorry.
I feel like you're about to sing the French national anthem.
I'm excited too. Everyone's excited. The buzz is, I mean, I'm sure you heard it just now. Well, you obviously did hear it just now, but everyone's excited, man.
Yeah,
French casters are screaming downstairs.
Yeah, and they should be, because the hype is real, man. Last season, France made it to the top 4. A lot of people were very excited. The viewership actually got crazy on the French stream. There was the highest numbers ever, I think, for O-Gaming for French broadcast on StarCraft 2. Yeah. So and looking forward to seeing if we can break that record again here.
Yeah, I hope so. Here's some tweets that you guys have been sending in. Hashtag NW3.
Miazguna. I don't know what that means.
Hello.
I'm not going to try to read this.
Everyone cheering for Poland, of course, absolutely dominating so far. And there's a lot of Polish fans, obviously, as well in StarCraft 2. So good to see you guys sending in your tweets. Well, that's a pretty awesome picture. Wait. Hello, that was an awesome picture. That was a baby. Here's another one. Polish flag.
Actually, the Polish StarCraft fans are very passionate. Yes. Having been to Poland not too long ago for WCS, there is so many of them, and they are so passionate about StarCraft, and their countrymen doing well.
I wish I had a bigger plate. That's funny. That's like something Roddy would tweet. Here's another one. A lot of Polish people watching. So hello, Poland. We miss you. We miss you. We had a lot of fun in Season 3 for WCS, and hopefully we can come back to Poland again in 2016 for some more StarCraft action, because it was really awesome.
Yeah. We will be back for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back. So hopefully, well, of course, there's Katowice, right? No matter what in Poland. So we'll be back.
Actually, I feel that if Poland keeps on doing well here, and I'm sure there's a good chance they will, and they qualify for the offline finals, I feel like quite a few Polish fans will probably want to come to, if it's not sold out yet, to watch in Paris, because that's a pretty hype event.
Are you getting butterflies in your stomach?
Yeah, man.
You should be. Do you? You don't. You're a caster now. You don't have emotions.
He's salty that he's not playing.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the true story.
Lose, you will be mad. I know. I know you.
I will be disappointed.
Yeah, they better win.
Yeah, because Lilbo, my own lord, and Inver Stefano, they better fucking step it up, you know.
Passion. Passion. Hashtag passion. Guys, France versus Australia is just around the corner. I'm going to go finally get this picture done with this baguette. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, France plays Australia.